right. How are you all doing this evening? We are in class 8. Um, Really quickly, brief review from last week. I'm gonna make it quickly. As you recall, for those of you who were with us last week, we kind of went over eating and drinking, also some food and beverages. If you recall, kind of the question, haraka blank duka means who is eating the blank. And you can also say haraka blank hibi, who is drinking the blank. And today we're going to continue the topic of eating and drinking, but we're going to add on prefixes to these two verbs here. Again, remember the verb zuka means to eat, hibi means to drink. But there are some prefixes that you can add to these verbs and other verbs which indicate desire. And so that's what this big fancy word is, the I can't even say it, desiderative prefix. That's just a fancy term that refers to desire. In other words, what you want. If you want to say you want to blank, you want to eat, you want to drink, there's two different prefixes that you can use to indicate that. Also, throughout this class, we're going to add on another people term, and also some animals. So there are two prefixes, two desiderative prefixes. Again, prefixes that indicate desire, what you want. One is su, the other is ni. So these can be prefixed onto pretty much any verb to indicate that you want to do whatever that verb is. That first one, su, involves your mental activity or something that's not yet spoken. So you want something that's just kind of in your mind. You want something that's in your thoughts. You're thinking about it. You want it. Hasn't yet been spoken. Whereas the other one, ni, does indicate a spoken desire. So sudukka means want to eat, but also nidukka means you want to eat. But again, that top one, sudukka, indicates something that's not yet spoken, kind of in your mind, versus nidukka, something that is spoken. And yeah, I'll just go on to the next one. Suhibi versus nihibi, same thing. Suhibi means you want to drink. Nihibi means you want to drink. But again, suhibi indicates it's in your mind. Nihibi means it has already been spoken. So the question that you can ask is hima su blank sudukka. Hima su blank sudukka, which means what does the blank want to eat? What does the blank want to eat? So this is a question that I'll be asking throughout the class. As you guys know, I'll usually have two different individuals on the screen, and I'm gonna ask this question, and you will, tell me what the person wants to eat based on the images. But let me break this down a bit more, okay? That first word, hima means what? But you got to keep in mind that this word always refers to something physical, a concrete object, a thing. Kind of by contrast, to help you guys compare it, if I were to ask, what is your name? That word for what is something abstract. It's talking about your name. So that's abstract. Your name is not a physical object. And so in Numu, you'd use a different word when asking what is your name. This word hima is physical. It's asking what does something want to eat? So if you want to eat something, the something they want to eat is a physical object. It's food, something you can tangibly hold. So it's a physical object. But this is also, hima is also the grammatical object of the verb. Basically, like here's what I mean. Here's the two differences. This other word that you see here in the middle, he also means what, but or a thing or an object, but it is the subject. It refers to the subject of the sentence. For example, like maybe some of you are familiar with that question, he ishu. He ishu means what is this? He ishu, what is this? Or he usu, what is that? But that word he, it means what, but it's the subject of the sentence versus hima always is the object of the sentence. I really don't want to get too much into that distinction right now. We'll just kind of focus on this word hima for right now. So the other question was hima su blank suhibi, which was what does the blank want to drink? What does the blank want to drink? So again, both of these, hima su blank sudukka, hima su blank sudukka, what does the blank want to eat? Versus hima su blank suhibi, hima su blank suhibi, what does the blank want to drink? And to answer, of course, you can just say su blank, ka blank sudukka, which means the blank wants to eat the blank, versus su blank, ka blank suhibi, the blank wants to drink the blank. I'm sorry, I'm adding a couple more people. For those of you who just joined, there are a few of you. I just want to briefly catch you up to speed really quickly. And I'm going to do this very fast, whereas I was a little longer for everyone who just joined. There are two different prefixes that indicate desire, to indicate that you want to do something. One is su, is all mental, not yet spoken. The other is ni, it is spoken, something that has been spoken. So sudukka and nidukka both mean the same thing, but sudukka refers to want in your mind, nidukka, want that has been spoken. Suhibi versus nihibi both mean want to drink, but suhibi is referring to what's in your mind, your thoughts, versus nihibi, it's been spoken. And so the questions will be asked throughout this class. Hima su blank sudukka, what does the blank want to eat? Or hima su blank suhibi, what does the blank want to drink? This is all on your mind, versus the answer is su blank, ka blank sudukka, the blank wants to eat the blank, versus su blank, ka blank suhibi, the blank wants to drink the blank. Notice I have ka in those brackets. That's because that's really not, or it is optional. You don't have to say ka. If you recall from the last class, and I think another one too before that, that word ka introduces the object of the sentence. So it clarifies the object of the sentence, but you don't need it necessarily. It's okay to admit it. So here, omit it. It's okay to omit it. But here are some examples of the possible answers. If you were to say, sunatsi ikapapi sudukka, that means the boy wants to eat the papi. Papi, remember from last class, was that pine nut kind of soup, pine nut mush type of a meal. And the second sentence at the bottom, sutsa akapa suhibi. Sutsa akapa suhibi means the girl wants to drink the water. Okay. So, again, the way, I don't know if all of you have been in my classes, you know, like the way the rest of the class is going to operate. I got two people here. You can see they have a thinking bubble. Thinking bubble indicates what they want to eat. And so I'm going to ask, what does the man want to drink? Or excuse me, what does the man want to eat? Or what does the girl want to eat? What does the woman want to eat? What does the young man want to eat? And you guys will tell me what they want to eat, okay? Again, it is what is in their thoughts. It hasn't been spoken yet. And so that's why we're focusing to start with that su prefix. Later on, we'll get to that ni prefix when something has been verbalized. I don't want to rush things. I don't want to go too fast. So are you guys tracking? Is there any questions you got before we get started? All right then. And Alyssa, you're first on my list. Are you there? I know you've missed a few classes, but we can help you out.
Hey, Josh, I'm driving right now, so I
Okay,
can't.
you can just listen on then. Listen in.
Yeah.
That means Chrissy, as usual, you're first in line.
Okay.
So if I say, Himasu duibitsi isudukka, how would you respond?
Sudwibitsi ka noho sutaka.
Ja. So I asked her, Himasu duibitsi sudukka, what does the young man want to eat? Again, it's in his mind. Hasn't been spoken yet. So she says, Sudwibitsi ka noho sudukka. The young man wants to eat eggs. Ja. Ishi, Himasu suadma sudukka.
Suswarma ka nohopi sutaka.
Ja, suadma ka nohopi sudukka. So I can't remember if everyone was on this class from last week, but that food in the right side was just kind of what I chose to indicate that nohopi. Nohopi is that baked bread, kind of a baked bread under the ashes, nohopi. So as Chrissy responded, the young woman wants to eat the nohopi. Suadama ka nohopi sudukka. Bija, bija. All right, next is Dylan. Are you there? All right. Himasu tsa asudukka.
Su swa ka papi sudka.
Ja, su tsa ka papi sudukka. So papi, again, for those who weren't here last week, papi. Again, that image represents papi, which is that pine nut soup, pine nut pudding mush meal. So good job. And himasu wa itsi sudukka.
Suaitsi ka nohopi sudka.
Ja, su wa itsi ka nohopi sudukka. The old man wants to eat the baked bread. Bija, bija. Next I got here is Isha. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello? Who was that?
Nick and Silisha.
Oh, we'll go with you. All right then.
Oh,
Hima su nana sudukka.
okay.
Oh, you guys joined kind of late. So hima su blank, hina su nana su. I'm asking, what does the man want to eat? Hima su nana sudukka. Sudukka indicating you want to eat something that's in the mind, not yet been verbalized. Hima su nana sudukka. What does the man want to eat?
okay, so Su would it be Su
You start with the
Sudaka?
man. How would you say the man?
Okay, Sunana Sudaka. That's not a hobby. Hupa?
Kuba means soup, and so I mean that could work. This one I kind of had in my mind was the poppy, the pine
Papi?
nut.
Okay.
But I mean huba, that works too. So you would say sunanaka huba sudaka or sunanaka papi sudaka. Because
Okay.
remember the verb always comes at the end of the sentence. You put the man the soup wants to eat, or the man the pine nut mush wants to eat.
Okay.
Good job. And let me ask you about the other guy now. Himasu natsi suhibi. Himasu natsi suhibi.
Okay, so sunatsi. Let's see. Hibi pa.
This one was the Indian tea. Remember how to say our Indian tea?
Yeah. Where did I have that at? Oh, surupi.
Yeah. So sunatsi sirupi suhibi. Sunatsi sirupi suhibi. The boy wants to eat or wants to drink the sirupi. The boy wants to drink the Indian tea. Ja. Good. All right. There is someone on the iPhone, doesn't have the name. Are you there?
It's Elaine.
Oh, Elaine, there you are. All right then. Hima su piawabi suduka.
Su piawabi pape siduka.
Ja yeshi himasu mogo ni suhibi.
Sumagotni pa suhibi.
Sumogo ni pa ahibi or suhibi. Good. The woman that wants to drink the water. All right, we're gonna learn a new word. Okay. And I think it might have been Elaine from last week. Maybe I had that image of a child in a high chair, and I kind of wanted that to represent a baby, but in reality, it was more of a toddler. And that's what this word kind of refers to. A young child, not really a baby. Remember, onga'a or oha'a refers to like a baby, but that's more of an infant. Whereas this other word, tla'ayu, refers to a more of a child, like a toddler just learning to walk. Some people pronounce it with the H, tla'ayu. So either way is fine, either tla'ayu or tla'ayu, indicating a toddler. Okay, toddler, tla'ayu.
Okay.
So who do I have on here next? Maxine, are you there?
Yeah.
All right then. Himasu mogo ni suduka.
Ni agay siduka.
Ja, sumogo ni agai suduka. The woman wants to eat agai, trout. She himasu rua ayu suduka.
Jua ayu
Pape.
Yeah, yoga.
They're both eating, nothing drinking this time.
papi suni siduka.
Ja, sura ayu kapapi suduka. The toddler wants to eat the papi. I'm gonna keep this toddler here on all the remaining, well, for a little while, the slide, so that you guys can all practice this new one since it's a new term. So next I got Rebecca. Are you there?
Yes.
All right. Himasu wa itsi suhibi.
So it's a kope hibe. So
Ya su wa itsi kopi isuhibi. The old man wants to drink the kopi, the coffee. Himasu wa ayu suduka.
so Ayu ka. How do you say pine nuts? How do you say pine nuts?
Diba.
Deba sudaka.
Ja sudah ayu. Diba sudahkah? The
Yeah.
toddler, the little child wants to eat. Diba. Bija. Togi. Next I got Shaya Batu Zuba. Are you there?
I think she's just listening, and I just
Okay.
got on.
Yeah, I saw you just got on. All right, then that's fine. Means Thatch, you're up.
All right.
Imasu doa ayu suhibi.
One more time.
Imasu doa ayu suhibi.
Sua ayu ka surupi sutukara. Suhuripi.
Ja.
Yeah.
Sudoa ayu. Sirupi suhibi. The toddler wants to drink sirupi. Ishi imasu devidzo ni suduka.
Su piowabi ka no hopi sutuka.
Ja, you can answer it that way as well. Supiawabi nohopi suduka. The old woman wants to eat nohopi. Bija. Bija. Robert, I got here. Robert, are you there? Are you available? Actually, it looks like he doesn't have a microphone icon. So I assume not available to talk. All right, then we're gonna go start now. Asking another question, okay? This one is hima suduka. Hima suduka. I'm asking you now, what do you want to eat? I'm asking you with this prefix su because I don't know what you want to eat yet. It's in your thoughts. It has not yet been spoken. It's in your mind. Remember, su prefix refers to what is in your mind. Hima suduka. What do you want to eat? And to answer, you can also say ne blank suduka. Ne blank suduka. You're telling me what you want to eat, what is in your mind. Okay, ne blank suduka. Right? Now, the way I'm going to do it from now on, I'm going to ask one of you. So, for example, Chrissy, back to you, or Alyssa. I don't know. I know she's in the car. So, Chrissy, I'm going to go back to you. I'm going to ask you, Ima suduka. What do you want to eat? You will say ne blank suduka. You can make your own choice. You can say whatever you want. What you want to eat. Then I'm going to call, hold on, not yet. Then I'm going to call on someone else. And I'm going to ask you, Hima Chrissy niduka. I'm asking you, what does Chrissy want to eat? But notice this time, I'm using that ni prefix because Chrissy has already said, she has already verbalized what she wants to eat. So basically, hima Chrissy niduka is like saying, what does Chrissy say she wants to eat? Remember, ni, that prefix ni refers to what has been verbalized. It refers to something spoken. So ni refers to a spoken desire. Hima Chrissy niduka. I'm going to ask someone else that, and that person will then tell me what Chrissy said she wants to eat. So the template is blank blank niduka, but in this case you would say Chrissy blank niduka, and you would say whatever it is that she said she wants to eat. For example, if she said she wants to eat eggs, you would say Chrissy noho niduka. Chrissy noho niduka, which means Chrissy says she wants to eat eggs. All right. So here's it fully written out right here. Hima suduka. What do you want to eat? in this example I have here, ne huba sudaka. Ne huba sudaka. I want to eat soup. And I'm going to ask someone else. Hima, Chrissy, nidaka. It just works out that it actually is with you, Chrissy. And I have it written out here. Hima, Chrissy, nidaka. What does Chrissy want to eat? Notice the change. It's the ni, again, because it's already been spoken. And then the person responding will say, so Chrissy, huba, nidaka. Chrissy, huba, nidaka. Chrissy says she wants to eat huba, soup. Notice su in the beginning, I have in brackets because you can actually include that. You can say su Chrissy huba nidukka. That's valid in Numu, but it's not necessary, all right? Guys tracking, so let's just try it out. We can go through this slowly. I'm gonna ask you now, Chrissy, are you ready? Ima sudukka.
Ne nohopi sudeka.
Okay, so she says she wants to eat nohopi. So, Dylan, you're next. I'm going to you. You ready? Ima, Chrissy, nidukka.
Chrissy nohopi nitaka.
Chrissy, nohopi, nidukka. Chrissy says she wants to eat nohopi. All right, Dylan, now your turn. Hima, sudukka.
Na Yehutakava Sutaka.
Yehudakaba. That is fry bread. That's not a word I introduced in this class yet, but no, Yehudakaba. Yehudakaba for everyone else is fry bread. Yehudakaba. He wants to eat. All right then, Elaine. Elaine, you ready?
Yes.
Ima Dylan nidukka.
Su Dylan Tuhutikaba Niduka.
Ja, so Dylan Yehudakaba nidukka. He says he wants to eat Yehudakaba. All right, Elaine, Hima sudukka.
No Pape Suruka.
Papi, nubuno, papi sudukka. I too want to eat papi. All right, then who do I have next here? Maxine. Maxine, you're on deck. Hima su Elaine nidukka.
Su Elaine. Okay. Copy.
So Elaine papi nidukka.
Papi.
Elaine
Yes.
says she wants to eat papi. Ish Elaine hima sudukka. Or Maxine, sorry.
Oh,
Hima sudukka.
Ne Agai. Suruka.
Agai. Agai nidukka. You say you want to eat agai. Bija. All right then. Next I have in here Monica. You want to give it a shot?
I will.
All right. Hima Maxine nidukka.
Maxine, a guy need tuka.
Ja, Maxine agai nidukka. Is hima sudukka. Monica, hima sudukka.
Ne no ho sutuka. No, ne kopi sutuka.
Ja, you want to eat kopi? I could ask you instead. Hima suhibi. Hima
Okay.
suhibi. What do you want to
Yeah.
drink?
Yeah. So nu hibi sutuka. Or hibi
Kopi'i suhibi. Ja.
nu kopi'i sutuka.
Suhibi.
Mm.
So,
Or suhibi.
kopi'i suhibi. You or nihibi. Kopi'i nihibi. You want to drink kopi'i. You say you want to drink.
Oh, I
coffee.
said drink, eat. Okay.
All right, Rebecca, I'm gonna ask you what she wants to drink. Ima sumanaka suhibi.
Sumanika kopi'i hibi.
Sumanaka kopi'i. Or actually nihibi. What am I to say?
Hibi.
Monica kopi'i nihibi. Monica wants to drink. She says she wants to drink kopi'i. Ja, she Rebecca ima suhibi.
Na ba'a suhibi.
Nubono. Me too. All right then, Celicia and Nick, are you there? All right. Nick, I think it's Nick's turn, right? Ima to Rebecca Suhibi.
To Rebecca.
Or Nihibi. Ima to Rebecca Nihibi. Sorry, she already said it.
To Rebecca Pana Hibi.
Rebecca Pa and Nihibi. Right. She says she wants to drink. Ba'a. She Nick Hima Sudaka.
Nisu kama Nisu kama tika.
Kama. Some jackrabbit. All right, then Celicia, Himanik Sudaka or Nidaka. Himanik Nidaka.
Shunik.
Then you put first what he wants to eat.
Kama nidaka.
Aha. So Nick Kamus Nidaka. So Nick Kama Nidaka. Nick says he wants to eat Kama. Ja. Thatch. Thatch, you're next.
Alright.
Ima Sudaka.
Nu agay sutuka.
Agai, trout. Bija. I'm gonna tell you what I want to eat. Ne papi sudaka. Ne papi sudaka. So, Thatch. Hima ne nidaka. Hima ne nidaka.
Nu papi nitukara.
Aha. So I asked him, what do I want to eat? Hima ne nidaka. What did I say I want to eat? And he says, papi nidaka. You want to eat papi. Ja. All right, then let's learn some new animal terms. Continuing asking about what they want to eat. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with these terms. Mouse. Mouse is a pungazi. 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 Mouse. Pungazi. All right. So back up to Chrissy. I'm gonna ask you what the animals want to eat now. Chrissy. Himasu dorogwa sudaka.
Sudogogwa bungatsi sudaka.
Ja, sudorogwa bungazi sudaka. The rattlesnake wants to eat mouse. Himasu iza'a sudaka.
Su idza'a kamu nidoka.
Ja, so iza'a kamus sudaka. The iza'a wants to eat. Kamu. Kamu. All right, here's another one for you guys. Antelope. The word for antelope is duna. Duna. That double N is important because it's a kind of a, that N, you kind of hold it out a little longer. Duna. Duna means antelope. Duna. Duna. So Dylan is next. Dylan. Imma su isha sudukka.
Su isha dana su nitaka. You say ni?
Su
Yeah.
isha duna sudukka. The isha, the wolf wants to eat duna. Antelope. Imma su iza sudukka.
Su iza Pongazi sutaka.
Yeah, so is that a bongadzi sudaka? The coyote wants to eat mouse. Mouse. All right, now bongadzi, so bongadzi. What if we don't know what the thing wants to eat? If I say hima su bongadzi sudaka, what does the bongadzi want to eat? Well, we don't know. We don't know. You can say one way is kai subira guatu. Kai subira guatu is a word for I don't know. Kai subira guatu. Kai subira guatu. I don't know. Kai subira guatu. I know in other dialects, like in the Pyramid Lake and the northern dialects, that B is pronounced with the P and the D is pronounced with the T. I think supira or supira guatu. Supi, yeah, it's just the B rather. The B is with the P. Supira guatu. Supira guatu. But in our more of the southern dialect, it's with the B. Subira guatu. Kai subira guatu. That just means don't know. You can answer it that way. You could just simply say don't know. But if you want to be more specific and say I don't know, it's ne rai subira guatu. Ne rai subira guatu. Ne rai subira guatu. I don't know. Ne rai subira guatu. I don't know. So let's try saying that phrase, whichever one you choose out of one of those two. Elaine, you're up.
Yep.
Himasu dorogwa sudaka.
Nakai subira kwatu.
You don't know what the dorogwa wants to eat?
Is that a groundhog?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Kidu, yep. Kidu.
Kidu.
Is himasu pungadzi sudaka.
Nakai subira kwatu.
Me either. I don't know. Ija. All right. Ija. Maxine. You're next. Imasu isha sudaka.
Su isha. Really? Su isha. Pugu. Suzuka.
Yep. Su isha bugu sudaka. Su isha bugu sudaka. The wolf wants to eat a horse. Ishi himasu tena sudaka.
Su tena. Kai subira guatu.
Yep. Kai subira guatu. Don't know. Don't know. Just question marks. All right. Next is Monica. Monica. Mas iza sudaka.
Itza kida sutuka.
Ja, so iza akide sudaka. The coyote wants to eat the kide. Iji hima su kama sudaka.
Nakai su.
Kama kai nu sapida kwata.
Yep. Kayu subira guatu. Nagayu subira guatu. Don't know. Don't know what he wants to say.
Good, honey.
Uh-oh. Anybody know how to say cheese?
No.
Come on.
Come on, geez.
The way I learned cheese from Harold Miller from Walker River, I don't have it written out here for you guys. I'll type it in the chat. Pidzidu gunasan. Pidzidu gunasan. Pidzidu gunasan. Which I think has something to do with, so pidzi means milk. Pidzi, milk. Dugu, I think that maybe that has something to do, I mean, dugu means flesh. So I feel like, you know how when you're making cheese, it basically becomes like almost like flesh of the milk, or flesh of the milk. You know, it becomes hard, basically like flesh. And nasan just refers to it being kind of cooked. Nasan. Izidugu nasan. Izidugu nasan. Izidugu nasan. Basically like the flesh of the milk cooked. I think that's kind of what it means. He never really explained, but that's the way he kind of said that term. I'm sure there are other places, other communities that have their own way of saying it, you know? Yeah, curdled. The way how cheese curdles, it kind of becomes all that basically fleshy. So, Izidugus nasan. All right, so what's next? Who just went? Was it Monica that just went, or did Rebecca go?
I went 2 people ago, Monica.
Calling Rebecca. All right, then, Rebecca, you ready?
Ah,
Oh,
how you know cheese? How do you spell it?
Are you able to see the chat? I typed it in the chat.
It typed in and it took left. I got the
So
P-E.
is P-E-T-Z-E. Pidzi. Pidzi. Dugu. D-O-O-G-O-O. Dugu. And nasan is N-A-S-A-A-N-A. Nasan. Izidugu nasan.
Do the middle one again, one more time, please.
D-O-O-G-O-O. Dugu.
Dugo.
Izidugu nasan.
Okay.
So we'll start with that one. Himasu bungadzi sudaka.
Supungadzi. Su pizza. Sugo natsana. Sonami. Sutika.
Aha. Bungadzi Pidzidugu nasan sudaka. Pidzidugu nasan sudaka. The mouse wants to eat the cheese. Yeshi. Himasu bugu sudaka.
Supuku. Kashu pila kwa. Tikka.
I subida guatu. Aha. Don't know. I subida guatu. All right. And next, I got Celicia and Nick. Ima su dogogwa sudaka.
Su togogwa kama sudaka.
Ya, su dogogwa kama sudaka. Ishahima su tenah sudaka.
Su tena kaisupira kwatu.
I subida guatu. Don't know. I subida guatu. Don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's try one more time going through asking you guys what you want to eat. I'm gonna stick with you two, Celicia and Nick too. So Celicia, hima sudahkah?
Ne, Nohopi Suruka?
Bija. All right then. So Nick, hima Celicia nidukah?
Su Silisha Nohopi Nitaka.
Celicia nahopi nidukah. Says she wants to eat. Nahopi. She Nick, hima sudahkah?
Ne. Let's see. No. Okay, yeah. Ne papi Shudaka.
All right then, Celicia, hima Nick nidukah?
Shunik Papi Suruka.
Nidukah, he said it.
Niduka. Yes, need.
Yeah, all right then. Chrissy, on to you. Hima sudahkah?
Ne coba sedekah.
Tebah? Pine nuts. You want to eat pine nuts. Weird. Sorry, it just showed Celicia and Nick wanting to enter again, but
This
you're
meeting
already
is being recorded.
Chrissy, tebah nidukah? Chrissy says she wants to eat tebah. All right then. Chrissy, since you were first last time, I didn't get to ask you what someone wanted to eat. So I'll ask you then. Like if I say, ne hubah sudahkah? Ne hubah sudahkah? So Chrissy, hima ne nidukah?
Hubah nidukah?
Ja. I said I want to eat ubah soup. Bija. All right, Dylan. Hima sudahkah?
Ne guy Sutaka.
Ja. If you remember, hima to Chrissy nidukah?
Su Chrissy Tawa Nitaka.
Ja. All right then. Elaine. Hima su Dylan nidukah?
I didn't get what he wanted to eat.
Agay, right? Dylan?
What did he
You said
want?
agay?
A guy.
Okay. No, a guy, Siruka.
He wants to eat agay. Elaine, you're saying that's what you want? Hima sudahkah?
Yeah.
Agay.
Oh, what Dylan
that sounds really
wanted.
good right now.
Okay. You wanted what Dylan wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Okay. Su Dylan Akai Nituka.
Bija. So Dylan agay nidukah? He says he wants to eat agay. All right then. And Maxine, hima to Elaine nidukah?
I didn't say what I wanted.
Yeah, she didn't say.
I didn't say what I wanted to eat.
Oh shoot, go ahead and say what you want.
Okay. I want to eat no sutuka.
Okay.
All right then, Maxine, hima to Elaine nidukah?
Sue Elaine Nahopi Suruka.
To Elaine Nahopi. I couldn't hear, it was really quiet. I'm not sure if she said Nahopi or Noho. Eggs or
Noho.
bread?
Noho.
Noho.
Okay.
Yeah, Noho.
Sue Elaine Naho Naduka.
To Elaine Noho nidukah? Elaine says she wants to eat Noho. Bija. All right then, you guys.
Eggs.
It is 5 minutes till 8, so we're gonna end it right there. If you have to go, then mubunidua. Otherwise, I will be here the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, you guys did a great job.
Bonita.
Bunidua.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Bunidua.
Konnichiwa.
Jadogano.
Bonita.
Peace.
I have it at home. What is it? Sawa?
Hey Josh, it's Monica.
What's up?
So I had to jump off real quick, but what were a couple of the suffixes that were? I saw some coming up right before I jumped off.
Say that again. My audio is really quiet. I can barely hear anybody.
I think it's mine because I have my phone way over there, but what were a couple of the suffixes? Were they suffixes or prefixes?
Okay, the prefixes. Yeah, I'll go back to that one. Oops.
Okay.
I just changed my screen.
Prefixes they were?
Let me find it again.
Okay.
Find the screen. Oh shoot, I ended the. That's what I did. I accidentally closed out on the thing. Hold on. I'm all mixed up now. I accidentally closed out this thing. Go back here. Go back.
I like the cheese one.
You like the what?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah. Cheese. Pizzi dugu nasan. Right?
Oh my gosh. I'm just pressing the wrong buttons. Presenter view, present. There it is. Down here, into full screen. Got it. Now I gotta reshare. Is it still sharing or no?
I just don't see anything.
Okay. I need to find it. Oh my gosh. Okay, there it is. Share screen. All right, you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So these are the two prefixes. Su is mental. It's like in your mind. It's in your thoughts. It's not yet been spoken. So that's why when I ask, like, I'm asking somebody, like, "Ima suruka," what do you want to eat? It's because I don't know what you want to eat. It's in your mind. But then the other one, ni, that one is something that is spoken. Like, I could ask you the same thing. I could ask you, "Hima niduka." Hima niduka. That's kind of assuming you've already spoken it, assuming you've already said it. You know, what do you want to eat? You know, like maybe you did say what you want to eat to somebody else, but I really didn't catch it, or so I could use that as well. Say hima niduka, what do you want to eat? But yeah, both of these mean you want to eat, but one specifically kind of has more of that. It's mental, it's in your mind, versus the other one, ni, is spoken. So this is how they kind of look. Suduka versus niduka, or suhibi versus nihibi.
Oh, that's where I was getting mixed up.
Mind versus what do you want to drink spoken. What did you say?
I said that's where I was getting mixed up when I was trying to say drink.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know like Ralph Burns. I know in his classes, like he only teaches this bottom one, the ni. Ni. Which makes me kind of curious if maybe this su prefix, maybe in where he's from in Pyramid Lake, I don't know if maybe it's going out of use. I don't know. Which that kind of thing happens, you know. All languages evolve, and so language changes over the years, and some words and prefixes get lost. They get kind of Yeah, some kind of become more dominant. I don't know, but these two prefixes are definitely, I know just recently I was talking with a friend from McDermott and he used this su prefix to say what he wanted. And I have a lot of other old documents from various communities, McDermott, Yarrington, Schurz, where both of these are used.
Okay, so at the beginning of a sentence after you ask the nitaka, and then we were saying su, like su panka no ho nitaka. I say su before panka.
Yeah, that's different. So that su is unrelated to this prefix. So they just kind of sound the same, but they're completely unrelated. So like right here in this one, su, we could replace Nazi, we could put panka, su panka, papi, sudukta. So this su, this first word is just indicating that we're talking about the subject of the sentence. So the boy or panka, su panka, just means that he's the one we're talking about. He's the subject of the sentence. This word can be translated the, but that's not always. It doesn't have to be translated the. This is just a word that can go untranslated in English. As it just simply tells you who the subject of the sentence is. So if I say Supanka papi sudukta, that just means Panka wants to eat papi. Yeah, you don't have to put the su in front of it. Also, you can just simply say Panka papi sudukta. Panka wants to eat papi. That's fine. That's fine too. But both of them you can say, you can add it or not. They're both are fine ways of speaking the language.
Yeah. Okay, so sutuka means that would be the question we're asking. What it hasn't been done yet. It's still in the mind.
Sudukka, yeah, sudukka. What you want to eat is in your mind. What you want to eat.
Suhibi, same thing.
Is what you want to eat and what you want to drink, rather. It's in your mind.
They answer, or it's said, ni hibi. Pa.
Yeah, that's when it's kind of been spoken.
Okay.
Said. That word ni, I mean, ni, I don't know if you're like familiar with the word nitam. Nitam means to tell. Nitam, so it indicates speech. Another word is the word uni, which means to say. Or like, the word for pray, nanishudehe. Notice all of them have that ni in it. Nitam, uni, nanishudehe, ni. So that all indicates your speech. You're telling, you're saying, or praying involves speech. Nanishudehe. So that's what that ni prefix indicates. Whenever you have it in words, it refers to something that's been spoken. Or su, like we heard it earlier in that word, I don't know. Kai subida guatu. Subida guatu. Su. That means you don't know. So it's something in your mind, in your head. You don't know it. That's where that su. Or tsunami. Tsunami means to think. Like when you say you're happy, bija tsunami. Basically it means I think well or I think good. But tsunami, it has that su in it. So all those words and verbs that have su in it indicate something going on in your mind.
In your mind.
Oh, I just saw Salisha. You're saying you can't tell if you're muted. Say something. Yeah, I don't hear you. That's so weird how that happened last week also. All of a sudden you can't speak.
Ni tami, or is it tam?
Nitam.
T.
Nitam.
How would you spell that? T-A.
Well, the
M-N?
full word is, I put it in the chat, nitam. But again, oftentimes words like that last vowel gets cut off.
Uh-huh.
So it just becomes nitam. Nitam
T-A-M-N. Okay. And that means, what does that mean?
means tell.
Oh, tell.
Tell. Like if I were to say, to Salisha miu nitam. So Salisha miu nitam. That's like saying Salisha told him blank. Or, Manaka miu nitam. Monica told him or her something.
Hmm.
There's a question on the chat. Don't know what has been said. I don't know what has been or what was said. I don't know. I don't know what has been said. Nick might.
Oh, he's asking, so how would you say you don't know what has been said or was said? Is it still kainu sapitakwatu?
Yeah, yeah.